Okay. All right. So we are now live. I'm going to share with you a recording of a private coaching call I did with somebody who is growing a network marketing business and a coaching business online. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I help her apply her strengths to very specific things when it comes to business. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I want you to see how, when you know your strengths, when you're growing your business, the things that you want to do become possible. Okay. So at the very end of this video, you're going to watch this person go from, I'm not sure I can do this, to, yes, I can do this. All right. And that's why I love understanding strengths so much. And this is why I love helping people make money online so much, is because when you know that you can do it, that's everything. So I'm going to share with you how I help this person apply the fundamentals of their strengths to growing a business online, and or even in person, because this person's got a network marketing business and a coaching business, and they do both online and in person. So, my friends, so I'm going to share this video with you so you can see me walk through it. But here, I want you to understand that this video is for you because you're in a situation right now where you know your business can grow, but maybe you're worried that it can't grow with you being you. Maybe you believe you have to be something you're not. This video is for you. If you're ready to launch 2024 in a way that is fully authentic, then I'm sharing this video with you so you can understand the potential with your strengths. And this person, I guarantee you, has a few of the ones that you have. So I'm going to share this video with you now. And also, please get your tickets right now for Unleash More in 2024. During this event, I'm going to show you how your strengths are valuable and how you can apply them to everything you do, and how you can make your strengths part of your offer. Then we're going to actually walk you through step by step creating, not just how to create, but you're actually going to create a product that you're going to be able to distribute online, either to give away for free, to build an email list, or to sell to make some money in 2024. Now, either way, you're going to build this, but we have just added an extra date. The following week, we're going to sit down with you and go through the steps of building this online, click by click. That means all the technology you're going to get walked through. That's now a bonus support call that we're going to be doing after this event. So Thursday night, 4:30 Mountain Standard Time. Yes, it'll be recorded. Get your tickets now. We are 23 tickets short of being able to give Katrina a scholarship into the Unleash Your Strengths, the Eddie Villa certification course. All right, so make sure you get your tickets now. I've already provided the link. Now, let's go ahead and watch this video on how to use your strengths to build a business online. So here we go. Okay, so now we're going to go and do just a kind of a brief overview of how your strengths are going to be used to help you create this result, which is bring people in that want that specific thing, and then meet with you or purchase a course from you online, or get on your email list with some kind of a free offer. And then ultimately you just building your stable income. Now, first off, before we break into your strengths, it's important to understand where we want to apply your strengths. In this case, we want to attract people in, have them get enrolled with you, with your products and your services, and purchase every month. Simple. Like, that's what we want to do. So let's talk about how your strengths are perfect for that. And I'm going to just bring up a picture you sent me of your strengths report so everybody can see this. This shows up in many different ways, but I'm going to zoom in here on the most important aspect, which is your top 10. It's a little fuzzy there, but hopefully everybody can read that. So what we've got here is we've got responsibility, includer, maximizer, empathy, consistency, adaptability, communication, relator, belief, and significance. So what we want to do is figure out, what are all these strengths combined? What is the meaning behind them? What does it mean about the value that you have to offer, or you get to offer? And how do we do it on purpose? So the first thing we do is we look at what's called the dominant domain. In this case, you can see there's color codings. These colors represent a desire. In this case, there's blue, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. You have includer, empathy, adaptability, and relator. Donna, would you say it's important to you to connect with the right people?
The right people, yes.
So connect with the right people. Connecting means not asking people to be anything other than who they are, not pushing or shoving your own agenda down anybody else's throat. It's really about people organically coming to you and saying, "Hey, Donna, I need you." Is that true? All of that?
Yes.
And when people come to you and they give you permission ultimately to share your knowledge and your wisdom, does that energize you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's go to another domain here. So we know that connection is important. So connection cannot be violated. This means that if I try to give you some sort of a system or tool that manipulates or forces people to buy from you, would that be a violation of your strengths?
Yes. I can't do that.
Yeah. So this has to be authentic. This has to be real. This has to really make a difference for real people. All right, cool. So let's make sure we're honoring that with everything we do. The second thing is we've got three influencing strengths, and these are the yellow ones. And these influencing strengths are desires to move people from where they are to where they want to be. Oftentimes, influencers, and you tell me if you've ever had this experience, will meet people and say, "Oh my gosh, you're here, and you could be here, and here's all the things you can do, and here's how I can help you." Has that situation happened for you?
Yeah, it happens often. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever gotten really excited and just gone there right away without even checking in with them first, without asking their permission, and just gone there and then seen the deer in headlights look? Have you ever had that?
Yeah, because most people aren't ready. Yeah, absolutely. I get so excited and then they're just not ready.
They're not ready. They weren't ready for your
They're
vision.
yeah,
Imagine that. People not ready for your vision for their entire life.
right.
Okay. So what we want to do is we want to honor the connection desire first, right? Connection means being present, hearing who they are, finding out what they really want, how they want to get it, and who they want to help them. And that's what basically leads you into your influencing strengths, which is to move them from where they see themselves rather than where you see them. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that means that in our process of growing your business, there must be some sort of we'll call it a measuring process for all the people that come into your world. Now, from what I know about measuring, my favorite tool that I like to use, and I'm going to give you this as your first action item. Okay, before I give you this tool, so what I want you to understand, what I'm doing here with her is I'm trying to make sure that her and I are on the same page about her core values. This means that we are on the same page about why we're going to do what we're going to do to grow her business. My friends, I hope you understand this, that you can't just go around telling people what to do and expect them to immediately just do it. Most of them are concerned that the way that you're trying to tell them to do it is going to sacrifice core values of theirs that they believe you aren't aware of. And so, by doing the business this way, by understanding their strengths first, we become on the same page about their core values so that when we talk about what to do specifically to grow our business, we do it in a way that aligns with those core values so that the person I'm working with hesitates less. And if you can help people hesitate less in your business, think about how much more money your business will make, how much more you will have testimonials, how many people will grow more. In fact, in most network marketing businesses, if a person just enrolls one person a year in their entire organization, this means an upward tick of your income by thousands of dollars. And so, by understanding people's core values when it comes to growing a business, this is critical. And this is why we did this first. All right. So, now let's get back to this tip that I'm going to share with Donna. And this tip is for you too, by the way. Is oh my gosh, the word a poll. Okay. So, what is a poll? A poll is where you ask questions. And what we want to know is we want to find out where people are. Where would they consider themselves a measurement of where they are? And in this case, for you, what do you help with? Where are they with overwhelm? Where are they with organization? Where are they with their emotions? Where are they with their money? Right? These are great questions to put into a poll because it's so important to you to connect with the person from where they are. Then asking them good questions before you begin with them is going to be very effective for you as a marketer, right? So now we think about this and go, okay, well, who in your life right now, let's stop sharing because we before I go on the tangent. Where do you have an audience in your life? There's groups that you belong to. There's your Facebook page. There's your Instagram page or your social media. There's also your phone. There are so many people that you have access to that you can announce that you're trying to help people with a specific problem, and you're trying to help them with their these emotion issues, these financial issues. And you get to ask people, hey, I'm looking to help people with these emotional issues and these financial issues, and I'm trying to gather as much data as I can to make sure that I'm helping people where they are instead of where I want them to be or where I see them. Is it okay if I send you a quick little poll just to tell me where you are? Okay. Because and you, of course, you can also let them know what you're doing. I have a business where I help people with these things, and I want to know where you are. We can do this with people you know, or with people that are in your social media. Now, I'm using my words. I don't want you to use my words. I'm just kind of giving you a general idea. You'll want to speak your way, but ultimately, we just want people to let us know what are their biggest difficulties, right? We want to know what are the biggest difficulties. And so that's the next question. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be with your health? Where do you want to be with your money in these terms that you solve? That's the next question in your poll. Where do you want to be? Now, before I go on to the next question, I just want to reiterate this one more time: is that when somebody tells you what they're frustrated with or what's in their way of getting what they want, that means that it is your job to help them provide a bridge, a way to overcome that problem. So the more clear you are with people about their problems, the more clear you are about the value you get to bring. So this has been huge for me and my business. Absolutely huge. The only reason I make money is because I know what people struggle with, and I can provide a solution for that authentically with their strengths. Okay. So I just want to share that real quick. Let's move on to the next part. And then the third question is, between where you are and where you want to be, what is the thing that's the most frustrating for you? So I want you to imagine someone comes to you and says, hey, Donna, here's where I am. Here's where I want to be. And this right here is what's making me crazy. Do you feel how if somebody said those things to you, how you will not only know exactly how to help them, but you'll feel overly compelled with energy and focus to help them?
Mhm.
So, what this poll is designing to do is to get you into that focus and energy. If I told you, Donna, go tell people this is what you do, and then tell them to buy, that would drain you in an instant, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, hold on. I just have to say this. The reason why I'm cheering is because it's obviously great advice, but what I want you to do is look here. Let me move my little camera here. Look at this wonderful lady. Watch her reactions. Look at how when the people you're working with, when they smile, this means that they're like jiving, they're resonating, going, yes, this is me. And so what you're doing is you're watching her transition from I don't know if I can do this to I can do this. So that's coming. All right, here we go. Oftentimes, network marketing coaches in particular like to say, hey, just it's all about the numbers. Make your pitch to as many people as you can, and most, you'll say this to 20 people, and two will say yes, and one will enroll. Something like that. What I'm asking you to do with this poll is to connect with people and find out where they are, so that no matter what, whether they say yes or no, you're number one, you're gathering data to know exactly what it is that people want and what they're struggling with. And number two, you're building connections. And then number three, you're able to make like authentic offers to people who actually want solutions right now. So question one, what is it? Where are you in your health, in your income? Where would you put yourself, right? Question number two, where do you want to be? Question number three, what's your biggest frustrator, right? And then question number four, and I love this, what have you tried that just hasn't really worked for you? Okay, that's a big one. That's a
Yeah.
big one. The reason why we want to know this information is because we want to know, before we offer what we have to offer, we want to make sure we know what they've already tried, so we let them know how different what we offer is, right? Okay, so We can talk, we'll talk about a strategy in a little bit on how to get people to fill out this form. But ultimately, that's the goal. We want that data. Now, there's two reasons why we want that data besides just helping them. We also want to know, how do we attract other people that are just like them? When somebody tells you in that poll, in that form, if you will, their biggest problem, then you can actually take that problem and you can market on social media or on the internet solutions for that problem for other people who have that problem too. For example, I polled a large group of people that came into one of my workshops. There was 100 people that came in, and I polled them all. And I had I got all their data that they all the answers they give. I took out their names, their emails. I wanted to make sure this was secure, but I just took their answers and I plugged it into a tool called Chat GPT. And I had Chat GPT analyze all of their problems. And I was shocked when I found out their number one problem was time management. So when I found out their number one problem was time management, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm promoting the wrong thing. I need to promote something that helps them with their time management. So once again, I went to work and started creating a product that's going to be coming out soon to help people with their time management, right? Guess what? This is interesting because that's something you deal with. Okay, so do you understand the concept that I'm trying to pass along to you?
Yes.
Okay, you have a desire to connect. Let's connect with this. You have a desire to move people forward. Let's move them forward from where they are instead of where we want them to be. And there's one more thing about your strengths I got to point out, and then we're going to go over how to do this whole process. Um, the last thing I notice here is you've got three of these executing strengths: responsibility, consistency, and belief. And when somebody has this many executing strengths, there must be some sort of a step by step process with everything they do in order for them to do it energetically. But is that true for you?
Yes. That
Okay,
definitely
brilliant.
helps.
Okay, so for you, a step by step process is what we need. So when I'm working with you, I want to make sure before we're done here today, you've got your step by step process secure. But I just think you deal with is you've got three of these executing strengths: responsibility, right?
Right.
But also, because
Sorry, I
this is
messed up the
something that
recording. Hold on
matters
one
to
second.
you so much, this is also something you help other people with.
Okay, let me back up. So I messed a little up. I messed up that video recording just a little bit. So I'm going to try to fix it. But here's what I want you to understand: that whenever I'm coaching people or I'm training people, it's also important for me to get a lot of yeses, right? And so I want you to understand this: when you're guiding people and you're leading people or you're training people or you're mentoring people, it's important to do check-ins like that consistently. You've heard me do it through this coaching call with this gal. Like, does this make sense? Is this you? Does this resonate? Does that feel like who you are? And so on. Because when you get those yeses, then it leads to the big yes, which is I can do the thing. So forgive me for messing up the recording a little bit. I'm going to try to get back to where I left off.
With everything they do in order for them to do it energetically. But
Okay,
is
we're good.
that true for you?
Yes. That
Okay,
definitely
brilliant.
helps.
Okay, so for you, a step by step process is what we need. So when I'm working with you, I want to make sure before we're done here today, you've got your step by step process. So far, we're doing pretty good with the poll. That's the first one, right?
Right.
But also, because this is something that matters to you so much, this is also something you help other people with. And this is how I'm going to close out what I want everybody to understand about their strengths. It's not just how you do things and what you care about, it's actually what you want to share with the world. So, this means that you also want to help other people have their step by steps.
Hmm.
So this means that this is a strength you have that'll help you build something valuable for other people. So action item number two. So the first one was a poll. Action item number two now. The next step is to create a step-by-step process to solve just one simple problem that you have a passion for. In this case, let's go to the things that you help people with. How about people who feel like they take care of everyone, but nobody takes care of them? Do you have some experience with that?
I do.
Okay. Does that mean you also have some experience with dealing with that or working through that?
By the way, I feel like everybody that has responsibility high would say yes to that question. Just wanted to side note that one. Okay, moving on.
Yes.
Can you break that down into a step-by-step process for anyone if they're dealing with that problem? If you take some time, sit down and go, if somebody came to you and said, I feel like I'm taking care of everybody and I'm not taking care of myself. And Paul, and so Donna, can you give me just a couple of steps to help me with that? Could you do that?
Yes.
I'm not asking you to solve all my problems. I'm just asking you to just give me a couple of steps with that. Yes?
Yep.
Okay. So here's what your second thing is. You can sit down and type out those steps. Type out what those steps would be. What I want you to do is do it based on what you have done, not what you think will work for others, because it's not really about them just yet. Right now it's about you and what you have seen, what you work. And so what you're going to do is then you're going to create this step-by-step process, and you're not going to call it how to deal with taking care of everybody and feeling like nobody's taking care of you. You're not going to call it that. You're going to say my favorite way to deal with taking care of everybody and not taking and feeling like no one's taking care of me. Okay, so by the way, I want you to try this today. I want you to put together a post on social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and title it My Favorite Way to Create a Result, right? My favorite way to create a result. Whatever the result is, my favorite way to save money, my favorite way to make money, my favorite way to lose weight, my favorite way to gain weight, my favorite way to gain confidence, my favorite way to get focused, whatever. My favorite way. You put up that post, and you can either do it in a video or a blog post or whatever. But I promise you, I promise you, you're going to get so much more engagement on this today. So make sure you go ahead and use that today. Let's get back to the rest of the video. My favorite way. And in this case, it's a step-by-step process. You type it up and you import it and put it into Canva, make it look nice and cool and pretty, right? And it's a one-page PDF. It's a simple one-page PDF to help anybody who's dealing with that one problem. And then you put that PDF out on the internet and say, hey, if anybody would like to get this download, just send me your name and your email. I'll email it to you. And then what happens is when someone says, I want that, then you get to use that as an excuse to engage in a conversation with somebody who deals with something that you help people with. Okay, so what are we learning? We're learning that you have a desire to connect. We're going to turn that desire to connect and move people forward with the process of polling. You also have a desire to make sure things are done the right way with your executing strengths. So we're going to just create a step-by-step process for one little problem that'll help us attract people who have the problem that you like to solve in your business, right? And once you create a simple little PDF to just help someone out in exchange for a name and an email, now you have an audience. And then you can do this again with another problem like, hey, is it possible that you know what it's like? Let me ask this. Do you know what it's like to spin lots of plates and not have a whole lot of time to prioritize for yourself? Okay. What do you have a step-by-step process that you could share with people that would be one of your favorite ways to move forward through that?
Yep. I could make
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you can pick. Yeah, see, of course. There's another one. There's another thing you can put together, and you got another tool to help somebody with something today that allows them to come to you and say, here's my name and email, send it to me. And you get to have a conversation with them about it. How long have you been dealing with this? I know what this is like. And you can just kind of build the connections and move them from where they are to where they want to be. Okay. Is this all making sense?
Yep.
So to sum up your strengths, and then we'll move into the last part. You love to do everything in a way that honors your desire to connect with the right people, to move them forward, and to make sure they're doing things the right way. You also help people feel connected. I help people feel connected. I help people feel like they're moving forward. And I help people know what is the right thing to do. Or in this case, maybe even do the right thing. Not necessarily know, because know is strategic thinking. So I help people feel connected. I help people feel like they're moving forward. I help people do what they need to do to get what they want. So your strengths are not just how you do things, but it's also what you give other people. So now when we go through your offer, you wrap up with that. Okay. So I am Donna, and I help people go from overwhelm that they. Okay, by the way, I need to say this. Before this video was recorded, Donna and I sat down. We went through her entire strengths when it comes to the desires she has, but we also went through all the things she offers in her business. And we talked about how this is personal for her. We talked about the journey that she offers for people. So, what you're going to now hear is me reading my notes from our conversation. What I love about how I help people with growing their business is I help them know what it is they actually offer, so that the people that they offer it to knows that it's right for them. And so what you're going to now hear is me breaking that down. Okay, let me do it again. So I'm going to rewind this video just about 15 seconds. So you're going to hear, I'm explaining to you all what Donna and I have discovered she actually offers with her products and her services. Whether it's a network marketing or coaching, it doesn't matter. This is what she offers. So now listen to this, because this is really cool. Donna offers a pretty amazing thing once I asked the right questions and broke it down for her. And if you want me to do this for you, break it down for you, message me privately. I'll happily work with you. Just message me directly on Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so here we go. I help people feel connected. I help people feel like they're moving forward. I help people do what they need to do to get what they want. So your strengths are not just how you do things, but it's also what you give other people. So now when we go through your offer, you wrap up with that. Okay. So I am Donna, and I help people go from overwhelm that they brought on themselves, because they're taking care of everybody and they're feeling like no one's taking care of them. And they have a lot of spinning plates and having difficulty with prioritizing because they don't have enough time. And you help them have more energy, more focus, to allow them to get more things done, to have more calm and get out of the emotional roller coaster, get off of it, right? You also help them build money as a support for them to do the things they enjoy, to allow money to be a reward for sharing their time and their knowledge with others, to be able to walk away from what is breaking down their health and their mental health, their physical health, their spiritual health. And you do that by helping them feel more connected, moving forward, inspired, and making sure things are done the right way for them. That's your strengths. So we just kind of like, now we've got a message of what it is you do for people. We have 2 tools that'll help you attract people, which is a poll. And I'll show you how to put together a poll. They're really easy. And also a tool to put out there in exchange for a name and an email and a conversation about what they're dealing with. Okay, how are we feeling?
Good.
You're smiling.
Yeah, I can do that.
I can do that. Okay, now look at that. Yes. Paula, Paula, I don't know why I just called you Paula. Donna. Donna. Donna, that's amazing. I'm just so happy to hear that, because now that you say I can do that, then that means I can help, I can support you in doing that. I can hold you accountable for doing that. I can say, Donna, did you do it? Because you said you could do it, and you said you're going to do it. So Donna, you're going to do it. I know you will, because you're an executor. And so let's go into now. Let's kind of walk through the process and the steps. Okay. Okay, so that's the process. So this is one of our first meetings where we kind of lay out a strategy for her business. And now that we know the strategy of her business and how it's going to work, exactly what she's going to get, what she's going to have to do, and then her commitment to me that she can do that. Now it's a matter of let's go do it. And ultimately, my friends, whenever you're coaching or mentoring anybody, that's the goal, is to get to the point where you both agree on a plan that is authentic to their core values. And they say to you, I can do that. Now you get to hold their feet to the fire, hold them accountable because they said they can do it. And that, my friends, is where your strengths come in. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope you got some great tips on how to build your business right now. If you want to know how to put together a poll, how to make it customized for your business, and how to use ChatGPT as a tool to create content with that poll. And if you want to know how to create a message or a mission for your own business, whether it's network marketing, coaching, or both, then message me privately and I'll happily work with you on that. Other than that, have an awesome day. Get your tickets to Unleash More in 2024. Of course, for those of you that are watching this way in the future, message me if there's anything I can do to support you with growing your business authentically with your strengths. Other than that, have an awesome day. I hope this was very valuable for you. We'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.